Hey, what's going on everybody? It is Undead back again. Hope you are having or have had a nice Halloween, and welcome to day 23 of my 30 Days of Battlefront Challenge series, where every single day is a new topic, and today's topic is all about my least favorite villain in the game. Now let me go ahead and preface this by saying what I should have said at the beginning of yesterday's video, which is that when I talk about all my thoughts and opinions on all these heroes and villains in the game, it's entirely to do with Supremacy and Walker Assault. I'm not really taking into consideration their utility or usefulness in game modes like Heroes vs Villains or Extraction or Sabotage or Death Star. No, I'm not really considering that at all. So with that in mind, let's go ahead and jump into my second least favorite villain in the game, which is honestly gotta be Emperor Palpatine. And for me, I like his chain lightning a lot. His chain lightning can definitely save your ass on multiple occasions, and his dash ability is very, very useful. It's very important to use to help Palpatine get out of a lot of the situations that he finds himself in. And it's the same kind of mentality as Luke's Saber Rush, and while Emperor Palpatine's dash ability can't exactly kill all the enemies around you like Luke's Saber Rush ability can, it still is going to save your ass by pretty much allowing you to evade all the enemies that are all around you. But unfortunately, for Walker Assault and Supremacy purposes, he does suffer from the same wasted ability that Leia does, which is the strategic resources. I'm not saying it's completely and utterly useless. It's just that it's not going to save you when you need it. It's not going to it's not going to be able to help you kill anybody around you. So it's just kind of a missing ability for those types of characters. But speaking at the very basic level, even stuff like Palpatine's basic attack leaves a lot for me to be desired, because as someone who usually plays someone like Bosk or Vader primarily, it's very tricky for me to get used to the fact that when you shock an enemy with Emperor Palpatine, they don't necessarily instantaneously die. They stick there, and they've changed it so when you shock an enemy, they kind of stand there and they can't exactly move or turn, and they can't really shoot. And since that change, it's definitely helped Emperor Palpatine become a little bit more viable, because it doesn't allow him to take any more unnecessary damage from someone that he's shocking, but the shock doesn't immobilize them. They can still shoot you. So that change is a very good step in the positive direction to kind of allow Palpatine to survive a little bit more in those larger game modes. Moving on to my least favorite villain to play in the entire game, it's got to be Greedo. It really sucks because some of the gameplay I captured while trying to get some Greedo footage was a lot of fun to play. Same thing with that I forgot to mention in yesterday's video, because I recorded the voiceover before I actually got the footage. But I was actually going yesterday to get Lando's footage, and I was having a blast, dude. I was like, wow, Lando is so much better than I thought. Same thing with Leia. I was really surprised. I was very genuinely surprised. So please, by any means, don't take this as saying that they're shit heroes or anything like that. It's just that if I had to choose between all the heroes in the game and these specific heroes that I'm mentioning to you guys in these videos, these are just the bottom of the barrel for me. These are the ones that I would probably pick last. That's all. Not that they're necessarily bad heroes, but that I would personally choose them last. And circling back to Greedo, which is the main focus of this video, which is my least favorite villain. The main problem I have when playing Greedo is just the different playstyle you need in order to really efficiently play him. For me personally, I always play the Darth Vader characters, the Bosk, the Luke, or the Chewbacca, the very hard-hitting but very maneuverable, very tanky characters that can really absorb a punishment while also dealing punishment out. But for Greedo, his gun's phenomenal. His DT-12 is great, and when you get to trait level 3, it's one-shotting every person in sight. His thermal imploder is so awesome. It sounds so cool. It looks cool. You can throw those things out every like 20 or so seconds. His high senses, where he can see through walls and essentially has a wall hack for a few seconds, is great. His kit is overall very great. But for me, the problem just stems from his glass cannon nature and the fact that his health is so small and so low that one blaster shot from any pretty much blaster in the game, and you have 3% less health right off the bat. So that means if you get in any situation where there's a bunch of people around you, or if you're getting damage all over the place, your health is going to go from 100 to 0 really, really quick. But even with that aside, I've had a lot of fun games with Greedo in the past, and I had a fun time recording some gameplay footage with him. So overall, he's fun, just not my ideal pick. But anyway, guys, that about does it for today's video. That is day 23 down with. Those are my 2 least favorite villains to play in the game. And on that note, I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts and feedback on the matter. What is your least favorite villain to play in the entire game? I would love to know. I hope you all enjoyed the video, guys. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. Catch you later.